How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today it is playoff time in the Sparkman's YugiTube Dueling Tournament. We are facing off against none other than the top seeded in our Eastern Conference, that being ASAP Leaky. I am very excited for this match. I am just glad to have made it to the playoffs. Our record was not so great. It was 1-10. Regardless, we were able to make it into the top 8. So with that, we are facing off against the top seeded person in our conference, which again is ASAP Leaky. This is the deck that we are bringing to today's duel. I am very nervous because I have yet to play this deck against anyone. I've done a lot of test hands, but today I bring you Dangered Fabled Adventure. So we have 3 engines in this deck, being Dangers, the Adventures, and Fables. So basically, as you saw, we went with the Fabled Adventure last week, in the last week of the tournament, and this time we added the Dangers. I also want to give a big shout out to Creed in our Ghost from the Past group chat. I forget what brought it up, but I posted my deck and everything about the, in regards to the tournament, and Creed was giving me advice and everything on cards that I should take out, go with and try to this route. Obviously I don't like the deck number because that's too high for me, but yeah, like I said, let's just go through it. We got one Danger Bigfoot. If it's basically to also help get into Baron de Fleur, but if it is discarded, I can destroy one card, face up card my opponent controls. This one is basically targeting Thunderbird, is basically targeting one set card if it's discarded. Again, level 8, it definitely goes with Baron if I get a Bonk or Cerebral out on the field. We got Wandering Griffin Rider, 3 Danger Nessies, Dasher, 2 Malicious, 2 Grimro, Celestial, 3 Ganasha, 3 Water Chantress of the Temple, which is part of the Adventure package. You got Susanoko, Kashano, Jackalope, 2 Ash, 2 Ghost Bells. I kind of want to beef up some of the hand traps in my deck, so these are the 4 that I went with, or 6 if I count Imperm. I got 1 Fabled Cruise because it can be, I can get it back with Pot of Avarice, 2 Abonk, 3 Cerebral, 3 Chawa, 1 Rite of Amisair. You got Fusion Destiny, 2 Pot of Avarice, Monster Reborn, Called by the Grave, Faithful Adventure, the equip spell for Adventures, Fabled Realm, and again 2 Imperm. And then obviously with the extra deck we added the Destiny Hero, Phoenix Enforcer, the Dark to help against Despias, because obviously we don't know what's going on, what decks we're going to play. So, and then obviously we have Lina in the side just in case we face a light deck, Crystron, Pertaplant, and then the basic Synchro package here. I did take out Hyper Librarian. I believe it was already taken out last match in the last game. So yeah, and then our side 2 token collectors for other adventures, Ghost Ogre, 2 Droll and Lock, Effect Veiler, I believe Pertaplant. This card can help against Despia specifically, which is why it's in the side. I don't have it in my extra because I don't think I'll get 3 darks anywhere else, because the only darks I run in my deck are the obviously Destiny Hero and the Dangers, all the Dangers. So we have 1 Effect Veiler, Ravenous Crocodile Dragon. This is actually has helped in Dueling, so it's draw power too. So just in case I feel like I need it. You got Lina, Raigeki, 2 Twin Twisters. I love Twin Twisters in here because of the discards with the Fableds. And the Dangers, and then 2 Super Polys. So let's see what we can do in getting this match win. We did face ASAP Leaky in the regular season in week number 5 when he brought his deck Altergeist to the match. Unfortunately, we lost that one. I think it was he won 2-1, so we did take a game win. So hopefully we have better results than we did last time. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. But before we do that, I have to give a shout out to the sponsors of this tournament, as always, because without them, and Sparkman hosting this tournament. You know, none of this would have been possible. So big shout outs to Oracle Shop, Astro's World UK, Top Sleeve TCG, and Game Day Toys and Games, and to the host of this awesome tournament, Sparkman himself. So let's just get into it. Hopefully we don't go home. Hopefully we live another week, but let's see how we can fare in this week's playoff match. So here we are facing off against ASAP Leaky. Let's see, can we win the RPS? We've had terrible luck, and we're going to go first. So let's see how our hand fares. I don't know how. So we are going to activate Water Enchantress, if he'll let me. It obviously, if this does not go through, because it does get Ash. So because of that, I guess I'll just set. I don't know if I want to set a Cerebral though, so I'm just going to end there. So unfortunately, we could not get anything going turn one. That Ash definitely kind of sucked there. He's going to activate Terraforming to get Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Wow, I have not seen a card like this in a while. So he just sets 2. So it would have been actually nice if I did set someone, because I could have went more into plays. So let's just summon a Bonk, because obviously if Bonk goes, we can just go into, you know, using his effective discard. So we're going to attack for 1,000 and just pass. So interesting game state so far. But yeah, this was something that I was afraid of, just because I knew how, you know, having 3 engines in one deck was going to be. So I don't know if I want to use Ganesha right now. So I'm going to special summon Cerebral. Let's see, does he have a response? Torrential Tribute, maybe. Let's go to battle phase. I do not want to go into Predaplant Verte right now, because if I do, and then my play gets stopped, I don't want that, you know, coming back to, you know, haunt me right now. Let's go to main 2. Let's see, we can special summon Help, but that's not going to do me any good right now. If I do Verte, see, the only issue is that I have a feeling that Verte will get its effect negated, because it's, but you know what, let's just take the chance, because I do have a Bonk in the graveyard at that point. So let's see. Let's activate Verte, use Fusion Destiny, and let's see the Imperm. There is the Imperm. So I knew Imperm was coming. I could use a Bonk right now to possibly go into... Let's just pass right now and then see what he has. Because I don't want to use a Bonk's effect too early, to where... Because obviously I won't get any advantage off of Ganesha, so I believe he's just going to banish 6 to draw 2, or he gets to excavate, and then so he is still playing Altergeist, it looks like. So problem is that now he can dig through his deck to get what he needs. So there's what, 3. So he does get Multi-Faker. Obviously that's the biggest starting piece for this deck, so I'm just gotta hope that these 2 face downs aren't too crazy. I know there's one of the traps that has the Altergeist have their effects can't be negated. So once per turn, shuffle 1 into the deck, and then add 1 from your deck to the hand. The funny thing is that this was a deck that I wanted to build in Master Duel. So he does get the Mysleek that can attack directly. He does normal summon, and then send it to the graveyard. He sets 1, and then he activates Secret Village, which is fine, because the only spells and traps that we actually do play are Pot of Avarice, Rite of Atmosphere, Fateful Adventure. Like these 2 cards right now, like I probably, the thing is, I probably should have sent Fateful Adventure, played it last turn in main phase 2, so I could have at least gotten, you know, these out. But ooh, relinquish Emina. So if this is sent to, he can add Multi-Faker. So it goes to the end phase, so he can keep. I'm actually going to activate Chawa first. And let's see if he has anything to activate here. So we are going to discard Ganesha, special summon Fabled Chawa, and then special summon Ganasha. So he does activate Torrential Tribute here. And then he gets to activate Multi-Faker. And then I'll let him get this card right here. So now I can activate a Bonk. But right now for 2 Cerebrals, the only thing I can go into is Crystron, Halqifibrax, or this. Most of his monsters are dark, but I don't think he has a dark in the grave, except Relinquished Enema. So we are going to go with this route and special summon a Bonk, discard Cerebral. So I'm wondering if that trap right there is an Altergeist trap. So we are going to go the Hulk, just so that we can get the attack in for try to take that out Multi-Faker, but he has another Imperm. So let's just go to battle and just attack into Multi-Faker. Obviously, I believe it'll still get its effect. Oh wait, so he brings back Multi-Faker and then has that. So I actually messed up on that. Don't know if there's a way for me to come back here. So he sets 2, and I know he has Multi-Faker. Don't know how much that's gonna do. So he gets Marionetter, activates Marionetter to set Protocol, which is, well, I think one of the big ones. Can't negate. So it's our turn, and we just draw into Fabled Grimrow. So unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do because this will just bounce Grimrow. It'll just be an endless cycle at this point. So I am going to surrender this one. So now going into the side, I really need to think how I want to go about this. Just because, so I know Ghost Ogre would definitely help. I'll take out, I guess, Ghost Bell. I believe it gets I believe he has some graveyard effects. I'm just not entirely sure. Imperm may not help if he does have Protocol. And I think just drawing Lockbird will help even better. So Called by can help Ash, but the biggest one is Twin Twisters. We definitely need Twin Twisters, so I will take out. So yeah, let's see how we can do this game. So we are going to go first once again. Wow, our freaking hand. Oh, talk about side deck cards. I never see them, and then for once I do. So get a Fateful Adventure. Now the bad thing here is I'm gonna have to discard an Ogre. Yep, discard an Ogre. Activate Griffin Rider, special summon, and then I guess activate Fateful Adventure. Get this, and I'm just gonna equip it to the token, and then activate Fusion Destiny to send Malicious and Celestial, and set. So let's see if this helps us stop. So we do have a couple negates here that can help. So we got Destiny here, Phoenix Enforcer to help protect. So this is technically, this wasn't a bad hand. The funny thing is that we're playing Fabled Danger as well, and I saw none of them in this hand. So this is kind of a degenerate route for me. So he's activating Pot of Prosperity. Do I use Griffin Rider for this? I might have to use Griffin Rider for this one, but he also may. Do I let him get that effect? Yeah, I mean, you can add one of them, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm more worried about the spell and traps, which is why I don't want to waste Griffin Rider if I already know I can negate some of his other, stuff. So I could be going at this completely wrong. I may be overthinking this, and I should have probably got rid of Prosperity after seeing he had Torrential. I believe Multi-Faker was shown. He definitely had a couple of the trap. I don't think Protocol's in that. So we will see what he gets off of Prosperity. I didn't mind Prosperity because he does get to banish, his extra deck, which Altergeist doesn't use the extra deck, I guess, too much. So he does get Meliseek and plays Meliseek. So I'm just gonna let that go for a second because he can attack me directly. But then when it activates its effect, I believe I can just negate it with Griffin Rider at that point. I'm just kind of waiting to see what he does here. I don't want to be too hasty and just use Destiny here, Phoenix Enforcer, as he can add an Altergeist to his hand. So I'm just, like I said, I just don't want to make any mistakes. Let me just activate Phoenix Enforcer, because because obviously he's going to activate Malisk anyway, so I might as well just use Phoenix Enforcer to negate it, you know, be brought back. Yeah, let's just see what he plays face down. I kind of want to, I'm hoping that he doesn't like set like, you know, 5, because that would just be terrible, because then I would have to think, do I waste Ghost Rabbit for this or not? So he ends his turn. I am actually going to activate Twin Twisters here, and just go for these two. Oh, I hit big on that, I think. I am very glad I actually hit that. So we did get Destiny Hero Jackalope. Let's just do to attack. I can summon a Malicious here if I really wanted to, but I don't really see the point. So let's just go in for damage and just attack. And then go main phase 2. Let's activate Destiny here. Phoenix Enforcer. Is that an imperm? No, it can't be. Oh, it's a Solemn Strike. So, I mean, I could still activate the effect, and then I am going to negate Multi-Faker. And then from there I'm actually going to activate Jackalope. Activate Jackalope's effect, and special summon Bigfoot, and then activate Celestial, and then banish. Draw 2. Was not the ones I was really looking for. So I will end my turn there. Yeah, the Celestial draws was not the best. I will get Phoenix Enforcer back though, so that is a plus. Oh, so he did surrender. So we took game number 2. Unfortunately, you guys didn't really see any synchro there. It was just Destiny Hero Enforcer and Griffin Rider. So, I mean, the deck, I guess, worked the way that it should have. Twin Twisters came in big. So, now this one, I am debating if I should just keep it the way it is. Ghost Ogre didn't actually do anything this one, just because it wasn't one that I should have, you know, really drawn. So here we are in game number 3. Now this hand is not great. I mean, Dueling Lockbird is actually great to stop him from adding cards to his deck, to his hand. Yeah, so I am going to Ash this one here, just because I don't want him adding anything. So yeah, and Ash. So he does get a Marionetter. So you can set one Altergeist spell and trap directly from his deck to his field, which is going to be Protocol to negate, you know, obviously you can't negate the effects, which isn't the best right now. So this isn't the optimal play, but I'm going to summon Grimro and just go to battle and attack over Marionetter. And then he does have Spoofing, and he gets to add one Altergeist monster from his deck to his hand, which, I mean, I don't need Dueling Lockbird. At this point, I will activate Dueling Lockbird, which Protocol, I believe, is just going to make its effect. Yeah, so Multi-Faker's effect will get off just because of the fact of, you know, them being able to, because of Protocol. So obviously at this point, I'm going to need Twin Twisters here. So I might have to side out Pot of Avarice next game, because it's, ugh. So he shuffles Multi-Faker back into the deck to add a monster to his hand, which I believe will be Marionetter, I believe, right? Milliseek. I mean, I don't know if that works anymore. So he's going to send Grimro to the graveyard, which is unfortunate. Alright, so let's see what we can do our next turn. I'm definitely going to need like Chawa or something like that, or even a Danger. Any Danger can help. I just need to find a way to get rid of Protocol. The only way to really get rid of Protocol is Twin Twister. So, and that's not, let's just normal summon. Obviously, we'll just go to battle. This will just get bounced, but let's just try anyway. Yep, just as I thought. So let's just end turn here. Because what it'll do is basically just... It's just going to be a non-stop like loop here until I can try to draw Twin Twisters. My only hope is that he doesn't draw, he doesn't, destroy me before I have a chance to even try to come back. Obviously, playing a 45 card deck, there's a lot of chances I won't get what I need. So obviously, not having the draw power with like TG Hyper Librarian, I feel, because again, this is a combo deck, and obviously, if you don't have all the combo pieces, you kind of just brick. Macarzio kind of helped with that, but obviously the dangers were supposed to be helping with that, but obviously we haven't been drawing dangers with. Oh, as he gets manifestation shuffled back into his deck, so he does get Marionetter at this point. I don't think there's any point to draw and lock. I mean, I might do draw and lock just because it will give me the 4, and if any of these monsters go to the graveyard, Pot of Avarice becomes live and all that. So you got manifestation, special summons a Altergeist, but we're just taking damage here. I mean, we got Water Enchantress. Protocol can negate it. We're just gonna keep on trying. So he does activate Spoofing, so he'll just shuffle another Altergeist. So it'll be Mollusk for probably Multi-Faker, or yep, Multi-Faker. There's Multi-Faker. It's gonna special summon Multi-Faker. Let's just activate this to get it to the graveyard. Sends Siliquist. So that makes me wonder, does he have a face down? But I just want to get in and destroy us both. So he has manifestation. So he'll just special summon it to the field and then activate its effect. I forgot manifestation is there, and then Multi-Faker. So he special summons. Let's just end right now. Maybe we'll have one more turn. If we do not get Twin Twisters next turn, we are not winning this game. So that's 28. Marionetter will add Spell and Trap, so he gets another Protocol, which is fine because if I get Twin Twisters, I can just pop both. So at this point, Ghost Bell could have helped with dealing with the manifestation, but obviously Protocol. It all comes back down to Protocol. If Protocol is on the field, I think the only card that can help me is Twin Twister, because I wouldn't be able to activate any of the effects. But obviously it's just a once per turn, so it looks like he's linking them off away for Altergeist Hexia. So it's going to gain attack to who it points to, which is actually none of them right now. So he added manifestation, which is probably set. So that is a game 3. So we are down 2-1. Alright, so we just kind of took out the draw and lock to add Ghost Bell back in. I was thinking about possibly doing Super Poly, but I don't know, because I would need 3 dark monsters on the field for this one. So unfortunately, because he doesn't generate enough darks, I don't think, I can't really go that route. So yeah, let's just see if we can come back and take another game. So this one's not too bad, I guess. Activate Water Enchantress. Get rid of Amisair. Activate rid of Amisair. Special summon a token. Fateful. Activate it. Get Griffin Rider. So we are going to pit, I guess, Ghost Ogre, and then activate. Does he actually have something for this? Does he have a Ghost Ogre? I'm wondering if he has a Ghost Ogre, because I know he has Imperm. So yeah, that's fine. Basically what that Imperm's doing was going to negate Fateful Adventure, and then he has Multi-Faker, which he's going to special summon, get something from the deck. Oh, this card is a pain. So let's activate Danger Nessie. So if he hits Nessie, I can get a danger from my deck to my hand. So if he hits the Ghost Bell, it won't matter too much. But I'm wondering if he's just debating, I guess, if he wants to return one of his Multi-Faker to his hand and return a card that I control to my hand. So discards Ghost Bell, so I get Grimrow, which is not great. The only issue is if I go into Verte, then he'll just use the Squalalis, however you say that name, to just have it pop and go back. I mean, let's just activate Danger Nessie again. Let's see if we can get a draw off of this. Because I mean, the biggest thing here too is that I can still at least have big walls here to where he can't get over. Because you can only use this card once, so he does use it So it makes me wonder what card he's going to put back. Is it going to be the Griffin Rider? So it is going to be the Griffin Rider. So activate Danger Nessie. I think what he was trying to do was to get Griffin Rider to be, you know, the target there. So let's get Bigfoot. Because if I can pop that card, then I'll be basically where I'm at. Let's try this again. Activate Bigfoot. So we get a Fabled Realm. So we are going to send a Bonk to the graveyard. Unfortunately, we don't have a Bonk to be able to use its effect. So we'll just go into Verte, Malicious, and activate its effect. Pop Verte, and then we'll go from there. So we kind of broke the board, even though it took us a lot of resources. I don't know. I do feel like, you know, we may have, you know, made some headway there. I don't like I said, the biggest thing is that Protocol is the one card I don't want to have to deal with. But like I said, Protocol's effect only works once per turn. So as long as we can try to work around that, then, you know, maybe it'll work. But yeah, I mean, we're in game 3. I mean, we're at least going to be playing 4 games. So I'm just hoping that I can take... I'm going to activate Griffin Rider, special summon it. The biggest thing, too, is that I was realizing last turn is that if he had Nibiru, that would have been terrible. Because, you know, Meluseek can, you know, attack and then bounce. So we are going to activate Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer to pop. And pop. So we still have a negate on board, even if he uses Meluseek to, you know, send it to the graveyard. But I definitely am glad to at least get Solemn Strike out of the way, and then, you know, hopefully go from there. He does activate Terraforming, so that would definitely get Secret Village of the Spellcasters, so I'm okay with that, because I can always pop Secret Village with Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer next turn if I need to. My main concern is Meluseek, so that's the main one that, you know, if he decides to attack and activates effect, then I can always bounce it. If not, then if he decides not to attack, then that just means I can't use like Faithful Adventure. So he's going to attack for 500 and I believe activate the effect. So possibly try to send Griffin Rider to the graveyard. Oh no, he sends Faithful Adventure. Yeah, I'm gonna activate Griffin Rider on that, because that way I can just at least send it to the graveyard. He can add an Altergeist monster from his deck to his hand, so it most likely it's gonna be Multi-Faker or Marionetter here. So it's our turn again. Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, to special summon it. Here's a play. We're gonna activate Bonk, discard Cerebral. Let's go into the Dark Dragon. So we are going to add the Danger Susanoko, and then let's special summon Bayron. So he surrenders. So we have game number 4. Yeah, number 4. So hold on, I'm trying to think. 3. I am very excited about that. I'm actually trying to think now how I want to go about this now. Because we are going to be going second. So something I kind of want to think about here. I may take out a Grimro and add it in Imperm. Because if we're going to go second, I kind of... Alright, yeah. So I definitely want to actually add the Imperms to this. The only thing is I don't know what else to take out. I guess I'll take out Pot of Avarice. Because that actually hasn't been doing too much for me. And then add in Raigeki just in case. Let's see. This is for everything. This is basically for it. If I cannot win this, I'm eliminated. If we win this, we move to the next round, you guys. So can we win this last this last game is going to be the most important one. Can I come out on top to take game number 5 and the match? So here it is, everyone. Game number 5. We are starting off not that great. He does have a Meluseek, so he does set 2, and then he goes into Link Karibo, and then he'll use Meluseek to get a Multi-Faker. So what we're going to do here is activate Twin Twisters, discarding a bonk to target these two cards, and then we are going to set. Let's activate Bigfoot. And so he does hit the Ghost, Ogre, and Snow Rabbit, so we can get off the Byron. So special summon. We are going to go into Byron de Fleur, and then activate Fusion Destiny to go into Destiny Hero, Phoenix Enforcer, and then set. And then we are going to go to battle, attack over Link Karibo. So he uses Link Karibo's effect to make him go into battle. Obviously, it'll just be 0. We will attack, and then from there, we will end our turn. So now we do have an imperm set, and everything I think should be fine. I really hope that we can win this match. So he does summon Marionetter. He'll activate Marionetter. From here, I'm just going to activate Imperm, targeting Marionetter. So he does go to battle, and I'll just let Cerebral go, because I am just waiting for him to see if he'll set anything, because if he sets something, we got Phoenix Enforcer to try to stop it right then and there, because I was not worried about it. I don't think he can activate the effect, so I wasn't going to try to waste anything there. I wonder if he was trying to bait me into doing that. So it was definitely big this game to get, Danger Bigfoot out and then have a bonk already sent to the graveyard to, with Twin Twisters. So I'm wondering if I actually should just main Twin Twisters, because, against back row. Well, no, because obviously, you only got, I don't know that many decks that are back row hate, like Outlich and now, I guess, Altergeist. I'm wondering if he's just trying to think how to get out of this. And he surrenders! Just like that, everyone, we are moving on to the second round of these playoffs. Guys, we actually took a game, an entire best-of-5 match from ASAP Leaky. I guess that's all we needed, because obviously, if we did best-of-3, I would have lost. But because of best-of-5, we actually took that match and won. I'm very excited right now. Thank you, ASAP Leaky. It was a fantastic match. It was really fun playing against Altergeist again, because I knew how his deck was ran before. I kind of had a strategy. Well, not really a strategy. Once I knew that he was playing Altergeist again, I kind of knew what to avoid and stuff like that. Obviously, we still have work to do, because there was still bricks in our hand, and that it was the issue that I knew that we were going to go into going into the playoffs. So that is something I hope that we can get cleaned up in the next before our next match. So hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave it a big thumbs up. Let us know what you thought of our deck. Any changes that you guys would suggest, because like I said, I didn't have too much time to really do a lot of test hands with it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, subscribe to the channel if you love TCG content and you're not subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so you're aware when we post new TCG content. And that will do it for the first round of the playoffs. Let's see how much further we can take with this. And until next time, I shall see you guys in our next TCG video. See ya.